The society has placed a man in a position that you're not supposed to cry and air out your problems to everyone.
Hi, my name is Mbeke Wambua, and today I am joined by my fellow friends. And if you don't mind, can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Sanchez Ombasa. I'm an actor and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
I'm Bakita Mumba, student.
Elvis Mambo, actor, pleasure.
So, we are trying to get into the root of something that a lot of people out here deal with, and at the same time, at times shame to talk about it. But in the current months people have been embracing it, and they are talking about it. They are talking more about it. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about mental health. And my first question to all of you, how would you describe your mental state at the moment? Mambo.
I don't really have the term to describe it per se, but I can say I'm okay. So far, so good.
Is there like a general term to define whatever you feel? Like a general term to call your mental state at the moment? Okay, to make it easier, I guess there are two. There are two categories. You either be stable or you're not stable. So, are you stable?
There is no in between.
No. Okay, maybe, but tuseme tu ni vile una feel
So when we
uko
say in
aje.
between, so someone could be partly unstable and stable.
Okay, yeah, that can also make sense.
Oh.
Because kuna sections of your life utapata ziko stable and your mental health in regards to that iko stable. And then on the other side, ni the opposite.
So I can say both. Instead
You.
of in between.
Okay. Bakita?
I'd say both.
And you?
I'm very stable.
Wow. That is new.
Yes.
You're very stable.
Very stable.
And does that mean there are no times you usually get shaken a little bit and feel, I am just tired and fed up about this. I don't want to see people out there. I don't want to associate with people. I don't feel like eating. Your routine changes completely.
No, actually, when it comes to eating, I won't compromise. Yeah, but in terms of mental stability, I say I'm very stable because I've learned a lot, and also through acting, I've been able to interact with people of all races, all sorts of situations back at home. So actually, when I see the problems I have, I can't compare them to what I've seen out here people facing. So I just appreciate them and focus on how to solve them.
So when you put it that way, we can term that as a mechanism that you use to clear out whatever you feel.
Exactly.
Okay, that is nice. So my other question is, what is mental health to you, Pakita?
Mental health. The state of mind towards the environment and the people around you and what you feel at the moment. And in a way that you're able to express it. Yeah.
Anyone else who has a different opinion about mental health? Definition of mental health.
I'm not really. I have the same definition as you.
So I think in the many or few years you guys have lived, I believe that you have relived a lot of things and a lot of situations in your life. So we are not going to cap and say you've never had that one breakdown or a couple of breakdowns zenye zinakufanya ufeel hapana, mi nimechoka, I no longer want to, I don't want to do anything. I feel like this is the end of whatever I am trying to accomplish. So, in regards to that, how do you deal with what the burden that usually comes with all that mini bagging?
For me, the major solution will be opening up to someone,
Okay.
someone who you trust, actually, and yeah, I think that really works. When you open up to someone whom you trust, you can be advised about the matter. Yeah, and you'll be able to cope with that.
To the both of you, do you think opening up is a full plate for everyone? Because if I am to say what I think, my coping mechanism is not opening up to people that fast. So, what do you think about opening up?
You started off by saying a while back watu maybe they will feel ashamed maybe to open up and everything, but I don't think that is really the case because squeezy so many people go through so many things, kila mtu ako na stress yake. So mimi there are so many people who have opened up to me, but if I would like return like mimi mwenyewe sasa niwaambie vitu napitia hatungepelekana mahali, unaona. So mimi opening up wouldn't be my first
Mechanism.
yeah, I wouldn't rush. I have never, this is my first time like even talking with people about concerning mental health. So I don't know what I'll do.
You do not have any idea?
No.
You also
I
don't know
wouldn't-
what you usually do, like you.
Me,
Personally.
mi mwenyewe nitakaa kando nianze kufikiria maisha yangu. And then I'll look for solutions myself, and then most of the times zimework. Mi mwenyewe tu nimejitegemea na niko mahali niko.
Okay.
Yeah. Because squeezy hata brothers wako, hata wazazi wako, they're going through a lot. So ukianza pia engage, it's kind of mi naonanga ni kama pia mimi nawasumbua, unaona.
Yeah.
So I'd rather mi mwenyewe tu.
Wow. Okay. That can be a bit tough because you don't have every solution by yourself. And you, Bakita, what's your coping mechanism?
No, it actually depends on what is at hand, because you can either sleep. Okay, we have different ways of how to handle things.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who would go and open up. I'd sleep, I'd cry, I'd lead to do more negativities. I'd get to overthink. Now overthinking gets to multiply to something bad. So mostly I'd do something, like majorly cry. So yeah.
Okay, that is tough. And at the end of the day, I believe we all deal with situations or whatever we have in our lives differently. So I don't think you're supposed to bash someone if their first option was not opening up to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in as much as we are talking about mental health, what you feel about it and how you deal with it, how you cope with it, do you, in regards to gender, because we are two guys and two ladies here, in terms of gender, do you think you men have been given much attention when it comes to mental health kuliko wasichana? Do people, wanaume mnahitajika kuwa, wale wasee, kama uko na shida jieke, deal nayo. Do you think that works for you? And do you think it's fair?
It's not fair, but it really works.
Oh.
Yeah, it really works. Because the society has placed a man in a position that you're not supposed to cry, and air out your problems to everyone else, especially women. But by adapting to that perspective of the society, we are able to cope with our own problems. Yeah, and life goes on.
So you can't complain about that.
No, I
No.
mean,
You don't have
the-
an issue?
The society at least squeeze imejaribu.
Wanajaribu kututetea,
wanajaribu, but
lakini tuko
bado.
sawa.
Si tuko tu sawa.
Oh.
Eh,
Mko sawa.
Aje chini ya maji, you guys don't feel, unajua, we are tired of this society thing. Tunataka kama unasikia unafaa kulia about this situation, let me cry about it.
yeah.
Please, crying is not a bad thing. Ati kulia.
Shakata,
Alafu
tulii sahi.
ala
Actually, no, we are. I think
Please don't show people that you're crying.
Yeah,
that you're crying.
let us not show people that you're
Yeah.
crying.
So how does that work? Do you guys feel, no, like deep down, do you feel contented with how you men handle your issues? To be no, please.
It's not the
itoke
perfect
huko
way.
ndani
It's
kabisa.
not the perfect way of dealing with issues, but it's happening. You cannot deny it.
Going back to what you said earlier, after nikwambia how I deal with my issues, that maybe mimi sitapata like solution for everything. But you see, if I open up to you and probably you advise me or you just tell me something, it really comes back to me in the end. Mimi mwenyewe ndio nitaamua. So after everything, after everyone has said everything and everyone has done everything, ni mimi tu niwe mwenyewe bado, unaona. So why I wouldn't prefer like going through that long way. Acha mimi nianze tu kufikiria sahi, because it will be me in the end who decides.
But I disagree, because when you speak to someone, they give you their perspective.
Which
So
doesn't matter.
It really matters.
Okay, it matters. If you go and talk to someone about something, they'll obviously give you a view of what they think about the situation. But at the end of the day, you're obligated to either pick and go and do whatever you've been told, or just filter and take kidogo yenye iko na haja, ama usichukue kabisa.
Or I don't really want the opinion.
Wait, let me
What
ask
do
a
you
question.
want,
Kidogo,
Basi?
kidogo. Let me ask a question. Would you go to therapy?
No.
Why?
Kwa nini?
For what reason?
Okay.
No. You see, no.
That is all science.
Okay,
Let me just
you know,
Therapy is too
therapy
formal.
is also ni kama you're talking to someone, ni kama you're opening up to someone.
Exactly.
Sawa, if therapy mmekataa therapy hivyo, would you advise someone to go for therapy?
Yes.
Why? You wouldn't go for therapy, but you would advise someone to go for therapy.
Yeah.
Why?
Because in some occasions kuna watu wanahitaji hiyo therapy kunishinda.
Lakini si wewe.
Si mimi.
Ukojua hiyo occasion haiwezi kufikia.
Bado
Nikikufikia
sijafika.
utaenda. Ukikufikia utaenda.
Labda iko ile extreme yenye niko karibu kuchizi. Lakini kasi ni kuchizi mali. Siendi.
You and the therapy?
No.
Okay, what do you think goes on therapy?
I don't think. Mimi naonanga kwa movie.
Kwa
Hata
movie,
wewe.
yeah. In movies, they talk. They talk. No, they don't talk. One person talks a lot. The other one listens. The other one listens.
Mwenye akona shida ndo anaongea
Mwenye
sana.
akona shida ndo anaongea.
Huyu mwingine akanga tu.
Mwingine anakonga na kitabu, anasikiza.
Now let me tell you, because you're not seeing the aspect of going for therapy. Sio kila mtu hapa nje atakupatia a listening ear. And to some people, they crave for people who listen to them. So therapy, CAT, you're just going there to waste money or to waste your time. You have someone who is seated there, maybe for hours, just listening to you. Kuna watu wanataka hiyo, nisikize tu nikwambie kile ninataka. As for me, I think it's helpful. So what's your take home, Nakita?
There are solutions to everything. Hata kama itakuja directly, there's still a solution. So we still have to work things out, and we all have problems, and we're all we're all here for each other. So yeah.
Mambo?
If you feel you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. If you feel you don't need to, then don't do so. Like I said, my opinion is only for me alone. It matters to me. So like nobody will tell me eventually ni mimi nitaamua kama nitafanya hivyo ama sitafanya. So do what you feel like doing.
Sanchez.
About mental health, I'd advise people all over to be prayerful also about the matter, and also in extreme situations talk to someone at all costs, because your judgment might not be the perfect one. One could be thinking of suicide or anything else, but when you open up to someone, you could have another point of looking at it.
To all our viewers out there, I hope whatever we have aired out will be of help, and you're going to incorporate one or two things from this conversation. And in case you feel like talking to someone face to face is not working out for you, kindly do reach out to 1199, which is the mental health helpline. And as for you guys, thank you so much for coming. Yeah.